have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a team from the American, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Buffalo's offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy a...
There he goes! The 40, inside the 30, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls!
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to, and on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UMass's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Touchdown, Buffalo! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The UMass offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Reads it, fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's York. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dangerous screen into traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Bulls will try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time he's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a...
Touchdown, Buffalo! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. This one's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Stevens. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Handoff from the shotgun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Buffalo! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. UMass will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive first and goal from the 7. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to throw it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man. Touchdown Bulls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He'll bring it out. It's Guzman. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York.
And the Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buffalo! He got a step and just dusted the field. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll go to on second down. Gets it out fast. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And first down for the offense.
Gonna look downfield again. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Second down coming up.
Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. He throws one to the left. He's got it for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Galloway. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. UMass has a long, long way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He gets a block. And there he goes. He won't get it in. It's a touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Hits the open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Quarterback running on the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
That's reeled in. It's Burrow. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wants to throw. It's Galloway. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When you know you have a team outclassed,